Have you ever noticed something strange? Sometimes the people who love you the most are the people who unintentionally stop you from growing. I have been telling this story for a long time, and I've always called it Mexican crabs. And the Mexican crabs, or the crab bucket theory, you may have heard of it. And what actually happens is one crab starts to climb, the other crabs pull it back, not because they're being cruel, but simply because that is just how it happens. And I'm here to tell you this is fascinating because they're not actually trying to hurt each other. They're not actually trying to stop each other from escaping when they're being cooked or when they've been caught. And I want to put this to you. You have some Mexican crabs in your life, and they're disguised as friends, family, partners, colleagues, and they all love you. So let's get this right. This is an analogy or a story that helps people identify when somebody's building a story around you. So it could be friends, family, parents, work colleagues, teachers, siblings, and they'd say things like, don't get your hopes up. All the good men are gone. You're expecting too much. Money doesn't buy you happiness. Don't leave your secure job. You're dreaming. You're too old. Be realistic. So many more. I'm going to give you an example of this. My mum and I were extremely close. We spoke every day for all of her life. And, all of my life, I guess. Either way, whichever way it goes. So back when I was 16, 17, I had a picture of a red BMW Sports, and I had that up on my back of my door in my bedroom. And it was beautiful. I was dreaming of having that car one day. I ended up taking it down because my mum said, money doesn't make you happy. You're being too materialistic. That's not the way it works. And whatever else it was that she said, bearing in mind, she always loved me and always wanted me to do well. But what was happening there was this was part of the conditioning, like the conditioning I was talking about in another one of the videos here, where I use Play-Doh as an analogy. You know, these are things that build us into who we are. And we hold on to those things because it's part of our conditioning. It's part of our training. It's part of what we've always heard. It's a part of what keeps us stuck. And my mum did not want to hurt me. She may have wanted to protect me from disappointment or who knows, but it definitely stopped me from following my own dreams. And that's the distinction. And if you think about it, Mexican crabs, as I've called them all these years, so it's hard for me not to say that, are disguised as people who love you. Sometimes the crab bucket isn't made up of enemies. Sometimes it's made up of people who love you the most. And that is more compassionate. That also stops us from delivering, going for our dreams, doing what it is that we want. And this is where women tell me all the time, my friends all compare notes. And I really encourage women not to do that. And the reason why is because I was always told, you're expecting too much. That person doesn't exist. And my clients here where it's like all men are the same. Men your age want younger women. People are only out for one thing. All of these stories, all of these things that are their perception. And I said to a client recently, when she commented that she would like to hang out with women and discuss dating experiences. And I said to her, where you're at now, you're so clear about what you want. You know where you want to be. You have put this out there that this is who I intend to be with. Let's say it looks like this. And then all of a sudden along comes a friend. Oh, all men are like this. Men can't do this. this won't happen. You're dreaming, and boom, all of a sudden, your familiarity with those negative thoughts or that conditioning goes back to where it was because we like familiarity. I want you to be careful whose fear you are borrowing. And when your friend says, all the good men are gone, you borrow her fear. When someone says, you're too old, you borrow their fear. And money won't make you happy, you borrow her fear. I borrowed my mum's fear and so many other people's fear along the way. You're not living your life anymore when you're living on borrowed fears. So never borrow someone else's fear. And just know that no matter what people say, those that love you, don't love you, this is all part of the conditioning that brings us to where we are today. And a lot of it is positive and bonus. And even the bad things that happened for me in my life have helped me become a stronger, more resilient woman. But also, all of these things that happened to me in my conditioning and, these situations where I became a people pleaser and did what everyone else did and followed everyone else. All of those experiences were perfectly beautiful because they created who I am. But when you get to the stage that you want to stop being a people pleaser, follow your own dreams, don't work too hard on it. Just look at the reality of how they were put there. If you want to know more, listen to any of my videos. I'm always talking about this stuff. But if you haven't already heard it, go and have a listen to the one where I'm referencing Play-Doh and conditioning. I'm sure you'll love it.